Tale of Two Cities, Book 2, Chapters 11 through 14, analysis. And this is going to be kind of just an analysis of the time and the views, um, and like the gender views and roles. So in this, Lucy is uh, always described as very beautiful. She's this blonde beauty that I think she has blue eyes, that perfection in our society's way of describing beauty. Uh, at this point, we have three men that are approximately her age, and that's Darnay, Stryver, and Carton. And each of the men like her, even though she hasn't really done anything. And that right there says something about the way that women were viewed, as that they're these objects that they can just kind of be like, oh, they're really pretty. They don't really have to know them to want to marry them. And I think that says something about the culture. Then there's the ways that the men go about pursuing her. Is you have it done properly, which is Darnay, and he goes to her father before making a move or anything. Then you have Stryver, and Stryver is this kind of a go-getter in a negative sense, just in the fact that if he wants something, he goes and he takes it. And so without even checking with her father, without doing the proper thing, he kind of almost goes up to her and says, "You will marry me," and he gets really angry when she rejects him. Another kind of a piece on the time is that women were lucky if they were asked to marry someone, and so it was very uncommon for women to turn down a marriage proposal. Then you have Carton, and Carton kind of he it's clear to us as an audience that he likes Lucy, but he is so distraught on his own that he just doesn't know how to talk to her. He just kind of like goes up to her and he's like just kind of, to use the modern term, wasted, and he just kind of she consoles him, but he never really makes a move on her. Uh, in the end, um, basically what this is saying that like Lucy, being sort of a plain character without much depth, is still a desirable person in this time period because of her appearance. And then if we look at Stryver versus Darnay, we see Stryver, on the one hand, just being very aggressive and forceful with, "You're going to marry me," which technically is part of that time period that a man would just kind of take a woman. But Darnay, on the other hand, is doing what's acceptable at the time period and asking permission before he does anything with the woman. Um, so I think that's just kind of interesting how Dickens created these two proper marriage proposal routes, but both of them were somewhat weird and dysfunctioning.